was a sick day. Who's the sick one? Oh, Jaxie. Yesterday, we thought maybe he was just tired because he said he wasn't feeling so good, but we thought maybe it was because yesterday was a really long day and he was just tired. But after I put him to bed last night, he got up about 2 hours later and he was about 7,000 degrees. Turns out he really did have a fever.
I was dizzy when I woke up.
Yeah, and he was dizzy and he stumbled out of his room and he said, "Mom, I don't feel so good."
And I was really hot.
Guess he's really sick. So I opted to keep Jaxen home from school, which meant I stayed home from school. And also we kept Malia home as a precaution because there's an actual fever in the house. Jordan lucked out. He did not miss any school today, but it's not because we sent him to school. It's because today he was online school anyway, so he actually didn't have to miss anything. Jaxen was not feeling terrible most of the day. He was kind of low on energy, so Jaxen and I sat on the couch and watched movies all day. Jaxen, what movies did we watch?
Frozen 2. Frozen 2 and Avatar. Frozen 2, Avatar, Lion King, Zootopia.
Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. So we watched 4 movies today. Nobody got out of their pajamas today, so I declare today Pajama Day.
Yay!
Yay! I have been feeling, I wouldn't say sick today. I've had a bit of a headache today and I'm kind of low on energy. So I think whatever Jaxen's got, I'm trying really hard not to get, but it might be catching up to me. Malia, how you feeling today?
Good.
Good. Jordan, how you feeling today?
Fine. I mean, I'm low on energy now, but that's just because I'm a bit tired and I was just working out.
Right. Jordan's been playing the Ring Fit game that Jaxen got for Christmas. So he's excited about his progress in the game, and it's also making his muscles sore and he feels strong and tough. Jaxen, how about you? How do you feel today?
I have a headache.
You have a headache right now? I can feel his forehead and say, yep, I think he's got a fever. Because if I feel Jordan, I know what temperature they're supposed to be. Generally speaking, moms can usually tell without a thermometer whether or not the kid has a fever. But today, I have felt over and over, and it seems like Jaxen's is up and then it's down, and then it's up and then it's down. Jaxen's been a yo-yo all day today, and I have not given him any Tylenol since last night before I went to bed. So his fever can't decide if he's gonna have a fever or not have a fever. He's just up and down and up and down and up and down like a yo-yo. I don't know what game he's playing today, but I didn't have an actual thermometer. So before Dad came home from work, I had him stop at the store and get me an actual thermometer so that I could tell, because I was starting to feel like I was going crazy because I would feel Jaxen's forehead and it would feel like he had a bit of a fever. And then about 20 minutes later, I'd try again and it was gone. And I hadn't given him any medication for it, so I couldn't figure out what was going on. So I told Dad to pick me up a thermometer so I could check and see if my spidey senses are correct. So if I say, I think that's a fever, then I can say, come here, you. I'm gonna shoot you in the forehead and check. 98.2. Nope, he's good for now. Malia, let me shoot you in the forehead here. 98. 97.5. Everybody's still alive. No problems. So now we can watch to see if Jaxen's temperature is actually going up and down, or if it's just, the super mom senses aren't quite accurate. But Jaxen, last night when you woke up and you came stumbling out of your room telling Daddy and I that you didn't feel very good, Daddy took you outside to cool you off a little bit. What did you tell Daddy while you were outside?
My gums were touching, like the top of them were swollen. The top gums were swollen.
So here's my theory. I still don't know for sure that Jaxen is sick. I think perhaps he's going to cut his molars, but I think those are 8-year-old molars, so I think he would be quite a bit early if he was growing them now. But I think maybe that's what that was. Although, I'm gonna have to look it up whether or not you can get a fever with those. Because I know when babies are teething, I know they get fevers a lot and they don't feel so good a lot when they're teething with their first teeth. But I'm not sure because I don't remember with either Jordan or Malia if they got fevers and didn't feel so good when they cut those molars. During this transition of primary teeth to permanent teeth, the gums can be sensitive and sore where a molar has erupted. As an effect, some children may experience headache and mild fever. So it could just be that we've kept everyone home because Jackson's teething. Aww. I don't know if that's even possible, but Jaxen, how do you feel now?
I feel good. I have a headache.
Do you feel like you could just go to school? Okay, but you're not going to school because you still have a fever. But, I mean, you don't have a fever right now, but you've been running a fever all day. It hasn't been a high fever, though. I think the first temperature that I took of his after we got our new thermometer, it was 100.8. So it was a low-grade fever. It was definitely elevated, but it wasn't like give them some Tylenol high. Like, I don't give my kids Tylenol until they get to 101. So at 101. If they have less than 100, then, I mean, if they have 100 or less, then I let them sort of ride it out and see if it'll come down on its own naturally. Because sometimes a fever is just trying to kill something. Sometimes it's a good thing to have a fever. So I let them ride out a fever until it gets to 101, and then I'll give them medicine. But Jaxen's has not gotten to 101 today, so he hasn't had any medicine since last night. So maybe he's teething because it keeps going up and down and up and down and up and down. I don't know. It's pretty cute to think that our little baby Jaxen is teething again. Can you just do me a favor and not go back to diapers? You can teeth if you want, but let's skip the diaper phase, because as much as I loved having my babies, I do not miss diaper changes. Jordan?
What?
Jordan has to do a project for his film class.
Oh, yeah.
Jordan, what project do you have to do for film class today?
We have to watch a movie.
That sounds terrible. What horrible homework you have.
Oh.
What movie are we being forced to watch today?
12 Angry Men.
I've actually seen that play before, but it was a long time ago.
Yeah, it's a 1950s movie. It's all black and white.
That sounds very interesting, especially
probably hate
to
it.
Jaxen and Malia.
They'll
But
definitely hate it.
we need to watch 12 Angry Men. So I guess we better go. So,
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Want to make this channel strong? Share it with your friends. And now, good night, YouTube. See you tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe now. Proof. I'm glad that I don't feel very sick.
I'm glad you don't too.